Okay, in this video recording, we're going to look at some examples of parallel and perpendicular lines. That's the NCUK Learning Outcome A2. So the first example we'll take a look at is example 1. Find the equation of the line L, which passes through the point 1, 3 and is parallel to the line K, which is y equals 2x minus 4. And finally sketch the line L. Okay, so we'll take a look at the line L. We're told the line L is parallel to the line K, and that line K is y equals 2x minus 4. So if L is parallel to K, then the slope of L must equal the slope of K, which means the slope of the line L we're looking for is 2. And we'll put it together. Y equals 2x plus some unknown c, and we know that this line passes through the point 1, 3. So simple substitution of the point 1, 3 will enable us to calculate c. So 3 equals 2 times 1 plus c. And rearranging that will give us c is 3 minus 2 is 1. Now the final equation for the line L, so L is such that y is 2x plus 1. Now we're required to sketch that line, so I'll just come over to the side here. We can draw the axis. If I do that for the y-axis, and something similar for the x-axis. Now the simplest way to draw a straight line is to find any 2 points on that line, mark them and connect them. So the y-intercept is probably the easiest one. That's when x is 0, y is 1. Let's look at another point. So let's say when x is 2, y would be 2 2's plus 1 is 5. So let's say 1, x is 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put up there somewhere. This is just a rough idea of the line, and we'll just join those two. Doesn't look very good. Let me do that again. I might just draw the line like that, mark that as 1, and mark this as 2, 5, 2, point 2, 5, and point 0, 1. Those 2 points are on the line, so that is a fair representation of y equals 2x plus 1. Okay, let's take a look at the next example that we'll look at for parallel and perpendicular lines. So in example 2, we want to find the equation of the line L, which passes through the point 4, 1 and is perpendicular to the line K. And K is given by 2x minus 3y minus 4 equals 0. Okay, so we go across to the MathPad for this example, and we're looking now to find the slope of k first. So k, we were told, so k is such that 2x minus 3y minus 4 equals 0. And I'm going to rearrange it so we can read the slope of k. So we'll just say minus 3y on the left equals negative 2x on the right, and that becomes positive 4. And we're going to divide out by minus 3. So we'll end up with positive 2 over 3x plus 4. So the slope of k is therefore 2 over 3. Now we know if K is perpendicular, so L is perpendicular to K. So MK times ML always equals -1. So to find ML, we change the sign and invert -3/2. Okay, so that's the slope of the line L that we're looking for. And maybe I'll just come up to the top of the page here. So the line L will be given by y equals -3/2x plus some value c, plus some constant. And we know that lying on the line L is the point 4, 1. So we'll sub in the 0.41 and we should be able to calculate c. So 1 equals -3/2 times 4 plus c. So -12/2 is a -6, which means gives us c equals 1 plus -6 is 7. So the line L we're looking for, final answer, y equals -3/2 x plus 7. And that's the final answer for example 2. So let's look at a third and last example. And the third and last example for today's video is example 3. The line L passes through the midpoint between -1, 1 and 3, -7. And L is perpendicular to the line K, which is x minus 2y minus 3 equals 0. So we need to find the equation of line L, and we need to give our answer in the form ax plus by plus c equals 0, where a, b and c are all integers. Okay, so we'll go to the math pad and take a look at this problem, example 3. So line L passes through. We need the midpoint first. Maybe we'll just do that. So the midpoint, we're looking for the midpoint between -1, 1 and 3, -7. So the x coordinate will be -1 plus 3 is 2/2. And the y in the y coordinate +1 minus 7 is -6/2. And they simplify down to midpoint is 1, -3. And we're told that line L is perpendicular to line K. So line K is given by x minus 2y minus 3 equals 0. So like in the last example, we need to rearrange K to find its slope. So minus 2y equals -x plus 3, and y equals, just do that again, y equals -1x divided by -2 is +½ x plus 3. So that's the equation of k rearranged. So we can say the slope of k must be +½ And if the slope of k is, if k is perpendicular, we're told k is perpendicular to L, so we know then the slope of L must be -2/1, -2. Okay, I'll continue up at the top on the right hand side. So the equation of L that we're looking for is y equals -2x plus some value c. And we know it passes through that midpoint of the 2 points that we were given. So it passes through 1, -3. So sub in -3 equals -2 times 1 plus c. We have negative 2 on the left, so bring it across to the right, c equals negative 1. So now we are given the equation of L is y equals negative 2x minus 1. Now we were asked to give that in the form ax plus by plus c. So we'll just rearrange it to 2x plus 1 times y plus 1 equals 0. So that's our final answer in the form required. And that's all I've got for today's video. We'll come back with more tomorrow.